Hello friends, welcome to our channel. So today we are going to see how in WP Apartment you can as a owner create an invoice for tenant and tenant can pay those invoices in the system. So let's just check it out how it works. So once you log in WP Apartment, you will see a dashboard where you will have the setup wizard, you have the menu, go to menu in the user management and click on members. There you will have the different users that's registered in the system. So we are logged in as a admin owner, and you can create a new tenant. So click on tenant tab, select the unit, member type is tenant, occupied by tenant as well, so select that as well, and then occupation date, first name, last name. So we'll here add the tenant details, their personal details, their email, their password, their phone number. So these details we'll add in the system. So once we are done, we can click on add tenant button, and then the record will be saved successfully in the system. So the tenant is inserted successfully, is listed in the bottom as well. Benjel Joseph is the tenant. Let's just click on it. So this is the tenant detail. So member type showing tenant, their email ID and everything is available. You can also add a family member of the tenant and all those things. So here you will capture all the tenant details in a very brief manner. Now, as a owner of the premise or as a property, you will see visitors notice details. You can also check your profile, where you can update the profile details as a property owner. The more important is the rental payment issue. Here you can insert the Stripe or PayPal public link to receive the rent. So that's very important field to update. Make sure you add those details because that will be printed in the invoice that you generate for the renter. So let's create one invoice, add invoice button, and then we can have one-time, monthly, recurring invoice, for quarterly or yearly. So we'll go for the monthly recurring invoice. So we can also check box to generate the recurring invoice automatically in the system. Now we want to do it for the tenant, so we'll select the one member, a radio box only. All the radio buttons are grayed out. So we'll select the unit category, unit name, and select the tenant from the member drop down. The charges over here, we'll add the monthly rent as the charges, and these are fixed charges. So we'll go with the fixed charges in the system. So we'll just click the radio box which is for the fixed charge, and then we can enter the charges. So this will be your monthly rent that you need to get paid as a owner. So 1200 is what we are entering, and this is again a label that is for the monthly rent that we want to accept. If you want to add any discount, you can, or else just leave it as 0. So it will give you the final amount with the tax. If the tax needs to be adjusted with the tax, so you can click on add charge and create invoice. So this will create a new invoice for this particular tenant for the monthly rent. So if we have invoice 00224 just created for Benjel Joseph. Let's just click on invoice. So here we have the invoice, and you can see the amount as well as the link which needs to be used by renter to get it paid. So as an owner, you will have to change the status of the invoice to paid manually once the tenant pays to you. So let's just log in as a tenant in the system. Let's just enter email ID and password for the tenant. So you will see the Benjel Joseph tenant. This is the dashboard for him, the profile, the invoices that needs to be paid. So currently is showing unpaid status. We can directly go from here or from the menu to the accounts drop down and then invoice. We can create click on the view invoice button, and this view invoice button will show you the invoice in a detail pop-up page where you will see also the link that needs to be used to pay to the owner. So using this link, the owner can be paid for the monthly rent, and the owner will then upon receiving the payment, they will update the status of the invoice to pay manually. Thanks for watching the video today, and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.